From Eurogamer on this very stage, Aoife Wilson and Ian Hickton!
Hi, everyone.
Make some noise!
Amazing! Hello, hello.
This is a nice chair. I like
It's
it.
nice. It's a bit of air up here. It's lovely. Hi, everyone. I'm Aoife Wilson, and this is Ian Hickton.
Greetings.
So we're from, if you don't know, we're from the YouTube channel Eurogamer. That's youtube.com/Eurogamer.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
And we are beyond delighted today. We have a very special cast joining us, and we're going to have a little bit of fun with them. We're going to have, your general interview. We're going to ask them some questions, and we're going to give you guys some time to ask them questions at the end. But we thought we'd throw a little bit of a challenge on top of it, didn't we?
Yeah, we don't like to do things by the numbers. We like to throw in a little bit of chaos here and
A
there.
little bit of chaos where we can help it, but let's get them out on stage. First of all, please give a huge MCM welcome to Danielle Basudi, Sonny Soljic, Ryan Hurst, and Alistair Duncan, some of the cast of God of War Ragnarok. Go!
Well,
Ryan, I love that you were just soaking in that rock star entrance.
Yeah, you gotta
just
do what
living
you
every
gotta do.
moment. How are y'all? You having a good MCM?
Oh, it's been
Fantastic.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Nice. I've said, I've met you both before, and I've told you many times that it is so surreal to speak to you both because I feel like I know you all so well. We've spent so many hours in game with you, Alistair, you in particular, because I feel like I've heard you say "brother" about quite a few times.
Bollocks, brother.
So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. I hope you guys don't mind. We're gonna ask you some questions. We're gonna let everyone have an opportunity to ask you questions too, but we're gonna throw it, because I know that you're all super talented performance-wise. I know a couple of you are very musically talented as well, but let's see how artistically talented you are. So we've got some pads here on the sides. We've got some Sharpies
down by
as
your
well.
right-hand side.
We're gonna give you some drawing prompts. And, yeah, I'm sorry. They didn't warn you about this? Whoopsie.
Okay, we dropped that one on them by us.
Your Honor, I plead oopsie daisies on that one. Ian's got some drawing prompts. Don't worry, they're all Norse mythology themed. So while you guys are going to have a little doodle, I'm going to ask you some questions. And I tell you what, I will draw as well. How's that? Because then it's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
So Ian, why don't you throw out the first drawing?
So yes, these are all based on God of War mythology. So hopefully you've done your homework. Hopefully you've swatted up on all the magical beasts.
Some of them are in the game, so it shouldn't be too bad.
We're very competitive, so you must speak with clear diction.
Okay.
We want to win this game.
I will try my best. Clear diction is not my forte. But here we go. First up, let's see how you draw Odin's Steed. And
That's Sleipnir.
yes.
So a horse with 8 legs.
That's right.
How's that?
A horse with 8 legs or Odin's seed? I'm so confused.
So that is Odin's Steed. Odin's Steed was Sleipnir, and he had 8 legs. He was a very majestic being. And we're going to start off. We're talking about Odin. So Ryan, can we hear a little bit about your process for getting into the mindset of Thor?
What?
Can you talk to us a little bit while you're drawing, I guess, about what it was like getting into the mindset of Thor for this game?
Okay. While I'm drawing, okay.
I mean, look, nobody said it would be
All right,
easy.
I'm getting handicapped. here. Getting into the role of Thor. When they came to me and pitched the idea, it was right when COVID hit. So
Yeah.
they came over to my house and they pitched me the story for like 9 hours, and I was like, I'm in. This is absolutely amazing. And then they said, just letting you know, he doesn't look like the Thor that you've seen before. And I said, okay, great. And then they showed me a picture, and I went, oh, you really mean like
Yeah.
So he's a big man. And so that was a blast. It was a blast, you know, just putting the whole thing together. And again, it was such a strong learning curve for me, being the first video game that I've done. So I just had an absolute, it was lovely time and felt blessed to be a part of it.
How did you feel when the internet, I mean, because I think when that Thor was first revealed, there was a little bit of a daddy moment. I think everyone fell a little bit in love. Did you enjoy that intro?
Yes, sure. I absolutely did. Absolutely.
But I mean, that's kind of putting like a fun spin on it. But I mean, this Thor like came with baggage. I mean, and it was such a great portrayal. Like he had such an arc. I mean, all of the characters had an incredible arc in Ragnarok, but Thor in particular as well. I think like he had a real journey, and you went to some dark places with him.
Yeah, that was something that we kind of talked about all together. I really wanted. I responded a lot to this idea of really infusing the character with a lot of pathos, because you don't just want to make him a drunk, you don't just want to make him a bully, you don't just want to make him sort of an abused son. So we kind of wove the thing together. So and they had such a handle on where they wanted it to go. And by the end of the first few times that I'd met with them, I was like, I think I got where you guys want to go with this. So and I was pretty happy with the way that people vibed with it, that they actually got it. Yeah.
Man, all right. Do you think that's enough time?
Yes.
How are you all doing for time? You got.
Wow. I've had a sneak peek.
I gave up like.
Have you seen a horse before?
I didn't know what direction I was going in, but I guess I'm just.
So here's mine. I'll go first.
That's good.
Oh,
Hold on.
I'm liking that there's some head
1,
nodding.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
Aoife.
Hold on.
Let me
No,
see.
they're behind the other legs. They're behind.
Oh, okay. You've got perspective in there. Yeah, that works. Okay.
I did the classic thing of, when you're making this is a John Mulaney sketch, but when you're doing a birthday card when you're little and you do like the big H, and then everything else has to be yeah, that's what happened here.
Okay.
I did like a third of the page just for the head. And
Well, that is a happy Sleipnir.
yes.
So,
So
fine.
who wants to reveal their slightly?
Me, I want to be embarrassed first. There you go, look at that.
Hey!
There we are. Sort of Dada-esque, that's what I like to think.
And the correct number of legs.
Exactly.
As well. So, excellent.
Amazing. Oh, Danielle, that's a bit fancy.
Let's see.
I do like the equine sports, darling. And I do a bit of drawing, like Simon.
Look at that.
That's pretty
Well,
good.
my name is Simon, and I like to do drawing. That's an old SNL
Old school,
sketch.
yeah, I
Mike
love
Myers,
that.
for anyone.
Sonny, you're still going. Time was up ages ago.
Personally, I want to save the best for last. I don't want to make anyone look bad, but
You're not ready for this. You're not ready.
This is amazing.
everyone,
There you go.
take a wonderful look at my creation.
Is it a horse or a guinea pig? Who's to say, really?
I wanted to improvise. I wanted to make it like Fenrir /
Oh.
the horse. I had to add a little
This
bit
is
of
if
flavor.
Fenrir actually, if his soul went into Sleipnir instead of Garm.
I could
I don't
imagine.
know what this is.
I can imagine Odin galloping along on that.
Yeah. All right, we'll cut you some slack because you were chatting while you were.
Well, yeah. So I was doing double duty here. So I just went with more sort of a literalist view. I kind of went.
Oh wow.
That was
Oh
mine.
man. Yeah. You know what? It's an interpretation for
Ryan
sure.
wins. Best ever.
So, audience members, who do you think drew the best?
Is it Sonny? Is it Danielle?
Yay!
Is it Ryan?
Yes!
Or Alistair?
Whoa, thank you. You're
Yeah,
very
that's a bit of a
gullible.
split.
You guys are in conflict over the winner, aren't
To
you?
me, it sounded a little bit like you took the edge, Danielle, I think.
I'll take it. The
Yes.
queen will take it.
Yes. All right, Ian.
All right, so, next up, this isn't really based on a real-life animal, so you can go as wild as you want, but next up is a troll.
Oh, okay. So
Oh.
trolls. So that is a classic mythological beast.
A classic mythological beast,
Yes.
but they've had many,
Yes.
looks in different forms of media.
I've dated a couple trolls, so this will be easy.
Oh, haven't we all, dear? Haven't we all? Now, Alistair, I'm gonna zone in on you for this one. Sorry. So everyone here is super talented, has done so much performance capture for God of War Ragnarok, full body performance capture. Mimir didn't quite have that luxury. Huh?
He didn't have that luxury so I was there with the camera and the dots in my face and filming the scenes with everybody on the mocap stage, but I was off to the side. So everybody else would be acting the scene, and I'd be sort of standing there, wandering around, saying my lines. And every time I said a line, instead of looking at my fake head that was sitting on Kratos' arse, everybody would just turn around towards me, and I'd be like, "No, I'm over there. I'm not here. I'm over there." And you know, so there's a few scenes where they're emotional scenes, and everybody's being emotional. They're all being emotional with each other. You know, they're all in the scene together, and I'm off to the side being emotional by myself. It's all very
Did
sad.
you have a bit of FOMO?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's total FOMO, yeah.
But you did have a little bit of an emotional storyline. You know, you ran into an ex and...
Oh my God, yeah, love. Previous love, which is sort of kind of weird. I don't know what everybody thought of that. I'd be interested to hear.
What were some of your favorite scenes to do in Ragnarok?
My favorite scenes to do. Has everybody played Ragnarok?
Should hope so.
Sure, any knows? Because you'd have to leave now, because there's spoilers here. So, the death of Brock, when Brock died, and then when Sindri, and then his funeral.
Oh, gosh.
Sindri, Adam Harrington was just the way he played it, the way everybody was so there in the moment, and just the emotion of the scene. It was lovely, because we all became friends, we all love each other, and there was our friend.
That line, a hole, chill.
That was such a cool moment. A hole. Yeah, it still gets me.
I know, I've said this to the others before, but like, I'm so glad that, and I got to say this to Adam, and I'm really glad of it, but like, the fact that they didn't pull away from Sindri going full dark towards the end, I'm so glad, because it was such a rich arc, and it was an arc that you don't often see in games, where he was allowed to really just... Like there was no pulling back for him. It was just we were left in a very
and that's the lovely thing about the game, that actually it has an emotion. Everybody in the game, you know, Freya, Atreus, all of us had everybody had a really strong emotional arc, and it was one, as you say, that sometimes was left open. That actually there's no closure in it. They're going to carry that pain with them as they go on through life, and I believe that's part of the reason the game worked so well. That the writing was so strong, and the characters actually, you know, like Thor, like who expected Thor to be this guy? This, you know, they were all unexpected, and they all had unexpected facets to their personalities and characters that made them come alive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, good. Glad you liked it.
How are we doing? Oh.
Doing better than the last one, for sure.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it. Good. Do we need more time, or?
Yeah, like 2 seconds.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Doing some
Ian.
touches.
Oh, Ian, this is good.
Ian, thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to show yours off first?
Okay, well, I've gone for the classic Lord of the Rings Hobbit troll.
That wasn't technically a troll, but okay.
He's very happy because it looks like meat is back on the menu. And there's the meat, a.k.a. Elbow, looking a little bit scared. So.
That was an orc, but we'll let it slide.
Oh, what?
I know. It's wild.
Not bad.
And, all right. Well, Alistair, we gave you a pass for that one, but if you wanted to draw something quickly, you can feel free.
I'll draw something.
Okay. Ryan, how are we looking?
Yeah, I got it. So, yeah, I did a different interpretation, but this is, you know, it's an internet troll.
Oh,
yeah. He's got a little on his computer.
The all caps is very important.
Yeah, the all caps. And then resting on his computer is a MAGA hat.
It's hauntingly accurate.
Yeah. What does it say on the t-shirt? Oh, for the win.
Nice.
Attention to detail, it's important. Danielle, how are you looking?
Stop the madness, Danielle.
You know it's good when they just laugh.
Hold on, I need to draw a cloud.
Oh, okay.
There we are.
I love that you incorporate nature into everything. It's very good. I like it.
Thank you. Well, you know, trolls live I was very literal.
Okay.
I mean, that was very imaginative.
Listen,
I'm-
it was
I'm gonna
it was
get- I
open
want
end.
you to win already. So he's under a bridge.
This is very.
But he's kind of a fashion-forward troll. I was really getting into his outfit.
Please, who's she wearing? Who's he wearing?
Yeah, she's wearing, I feel like, I don't know, is that Lagerfeld?
It's a
Or
little
is
bit Comme des Garçons, maybe.
Who's that?
Comme des Garçons, maybe.
I'll go with that,
Yeah,
yeah. I feel like there's some Louboutins too. They're very pointy and spiky.
I love it though. The bridge is great. It's good.
Yeah, under the bridge.
That's great.
Very impressive.
Good.
All right, and Sonny,
Excellent.
let me get this for you. Let me just rip this off and put it down here.
All right.
Yeah.
Try my best.
That's the stuff.
The Morning Star. It's got like pickaxe,
He's
everything.
got weapons.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
no weapons. I tried my best, so I'm not the best artist, but
Is that
you
a
guys
name
like-
there, Mr.?
it's
No.
Mr. Troll.
Oh, Mr. Troll. I'm sorry. Yes, of course, it's Mr. Troll.
But
Okay, who do we think had the best troll here? Sonny?
Yes.
oh, come on.
Make some noise.
Gas me up.
Danielle?
That's very literal. It's okay. Only for the fashionistas in the house.
Ryan?
No. No. You are incorrect.
Or Ian? Yay!
Yay.
Ryan, I think you won that one, Ryan.
Well, we're going to do something a little bit cuter now, maybe. I don't know. Depends on how you draw it, I guess. Because the next prompt is Garm, Dog Guardian of Hell.
So this would be Garm before Fenrir or after Fenrir? So big dog, big old dog, guardian of hell.
A hot dog,
A hot
some might say.
Yeah, oh, well,
Dog,
Ian,
guardian.
it's too early to bring out the puns, come on. So yeah, so it's Atreus' bestie. And yeah, I guess we'll zone in on you then,
Guardian of
Sonny,
hell,
as
huh?
Atreus. You're having a wee think there, but that's fine. So obviously you've kind of grown up with this series now. Like it's kind of wild. Like what was the experience of Ragnarok versus the first game for you? What was that like?
Well, I mean, I feel like I had the opportunity to kind of, show my character more through Ragnarok, and I feel like compared to the first game, I was just, more as a companion and like an introduction for the character. But I feel like for Ragnarok, I was, I grew up with the character, so I kind of was more comfortable with being on set and, working with all these amazing people. So, yeah.
Did you have to like read up on any like Norse mythology, or like were you interested in that beforehand to like learn about any of the named characters that were in this one?
Well, actually, before I booked God of War, I think in like 3rd grade, I had a class with like Norse mythology.
Yeah.
So that was all the knowledge I had before. But I mean, I feel like God of War kind of introduced me to the whole world of.
So, like in the first game, you had some incredible scenes with Christopher Judge, Kratos, obviously, but you had you had a lot more screen time with a lot of different characters in Ragnarok. Were there any particular scenes that you enjoyed, like? Of this
Yeah,
game?
I really liked working with Angerboda, Leia.
Amazing.
She's amazing. She just won a BAFTA as
BAFTA
well for her
winner, yeah.
performance. Yeah, she was really great to work with, and I feel like it was really cool to have another character on the set that was like, closer to my age.
And so, obviously, we're drawing Garm right now, but like, was there a mocap dog? Did you have to like, or
No,
did you have to just make it up?
The mocap dog was a big cardboard box, and then there was someone else on set, just making like sound effects of the dog, like wheezing and stuff. So yeah, I had to work with the cardboard box.
Yeah, that's.
Had to use my imagination.
Shout out to Cardboard Box.
Yeah.
There must be some days where you're on set, you just look at yourself, be like, what am I doing?
Yeah, it was really foreign to me at first, but I feel like, after a few years now, I'm
Yeah.
pretty comfortable with it. So
It must be a little bit easier after having seen the first game and knowing how it's going to look, because the first
Yeah,
time around must have
yeah.
been like, you've got nothing to go off of.
yeah, no, it's insane how all the animators and all the artists and everyone that worked on the project, how they can just translate me being in a mocap stage with just, a bodysuit and dots on my face to a game that
like the first time round, did the sort of more seasoned, I guess, actors have a lot of tips for you? Like I know Christopher Judge looked after you really well and gave you lots of pointers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Chris was the best, and I mean, especially everyone. I feel like I kind of just followed their lead.
Yeah.
So I couldn't have done it without everyone. But yeah.
Awesome. How are we doing? Oh my gosh.
It's a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece. Would you like? Would you like to show?
I would love to show it off to the audience. Okay, so here you go. This is the
Talk us through your piece.
This is the official artist's impression of Garm. There he is, a hellhound, and he says, "Welcome to hell. It's rough down here."
I love that you emphasize the rough as if people wouldn't get it the first time you said it.
Look how happy he is. He's a good boy.
Why has he got like some kind of weaves?
I tried to make him look furry, but now he looks like he's got a terrible receding hairline.
Kind of does. How do you give a dog a receding hairline?
I don't know, but I did.
Amazing. Alistair, you look like you're finished. Oh. Down boy. Oh, nice puppy. Do you think he bites? Oh. I like it. Well, it's hilarious. It definitely gives a sense of scale. So points for that, for sure.
A point for that. Sorry, a point for that.
A singular point. And Ryan, you've put the cap on the pen, so.
Yeah, again, I went with the sort of strange interpretation play on words. Is Dog the Bounty Hunter is actually guarding hell.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Now that's clever.
Wow.
Wow. Who's the one there on the right?
That would be the devil.
Is that the devil, of course. Why did I not recognize him?
I used to love Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Danielle?
Yeah, I'm taking this way too seriously.
No, I love it.
So I was sort of having this moment like in The Wizard of Oz where you don't see his entire body because, you know, I'm not that good of an artist. So I went there and I thought this would just be Garm, like if he was the Wizard of Oz and he's in the flames.
That's incredible. Danielle's here to win, everybody.
Tail and fangs.
There's personality behind those eyes, you can tell.
And he's in a dark room and all you see are flames.
That's legitimately scary, though. Like, if you found your kid drawing that, you'd be like,
That's incredible.
We've got to see somebody.
We got to see some of this.
I like it.
It's time.
I like it.
Are you drawing a little Garm right now?
You know, I hopped in it a little too late, but.
Aww.
We don't have a lot of time, but it's very sweet. It's
It
like
is very sweet.
impressionistic.
Yeah. All right. So, who would like to vote for Alistair to win this round?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
How about Ryan? Yes, I think Ryan's was good. The Dog the Bounty. I mean, you know immediately who it is. It's uncanny. And Danielle's?
Yes.
Wow.
They really like me.
That's a resounding one. I mean, I feel like I want everyone to see you.
No. You know,
No. It's very good. Take it from me. All right, Ian. The next prompt.
The next one. Okay, so this one's a little bit harder. This is Nidhogg, who is described as the dark dragon coming forth. Nidhogg flying from beneath the fjol. I'm
We tried to
nailing
get
the
it.
pronunciations
God bless you.
here. Allegedly,
What's he doing?
Allegedly, there are bodies of men on the wings that he bears, the serpent bright.
So Nidhogg was in the game, like a protector of the world tree. This is from one of the Eddas. We got a little bit literate, like we were a bit fancy. We wanted to show off basically when we were here. But yes, so Nidhogg, a dragon with corpses on its wings, is how it is described.
It was corpses.
Yeah.
A dragon.
On
I had
the
to
wings?
slay
On
that
the
dragon
wings.
Okay.
so
I
I could
know.
pull out the roots. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Danielle, I want to. So we're talking about winged beings. So we have to talk to our queen of the Valkyries.
Indeed.
So this game, it kind of like obviously the first game, you had a really emotional arc, and this one it was even more so. I mean, it feels like the first game was about parenthood and about sort of all of the hardships that come with that. But this game was about letting go a little bit, letting go of that and sort of What do you think? What was your interpretation?
Absolutely. I think that they wrote her to perfection because they didn't spare any emotion or any thought process. You know, it's a very humanization of a god or a goddess, and I think that's why these characters are so relatable. I didn't want to come out just playing her strength in every scene. You know, she's gutted, she's broken, she lost her son. He was the one hope she had of repairing her life. She'd been stuck in Midgard for 180 years under this curse. She'd given everything to Odin, you know, and every title was stripped away. I don't think it was so much about the title, it was the life she had, right? The purpose. And a person without purpose is sort of a shell of a person. So I'm so grateful that they wrote every detail and every step it took for her to get herself back on her own terms. And of course, on the downbeat, she's bloodthirsty. It's all about vengeance, and rightfully so.
But honestly, the moment where you reclaim that sword, like, I think that was just so,
That moment is, I wept. I wept a lot of times, but so obviously I want to kill him, and then it's like, I'm sort of, this inner conflict and boiling on the inside is sort of like Eric Williams, our brilliant director, talked about it like he felt like I was a top that was spinning, and you didn't know which way I was going to topple. Was I going to go for revenge, or was I going to go for forgiveness? And she chooses love, the goddess of love. She chooses forgiveness, but then when she integrates with herself, and she goes and finds the relics, rather than pushing them away, shaming them, she says, that's part of my history, and I'm going to own it, you know? And then and it was like when I'm tugging at the sword and I'm trying to force it, it doesn't come to me.
No.
It comes when I finally let go.
I love that so much. I thought it was just such a sophisticated piece of storytelling in any medium, not just in gaming. And like just all of the scenes that you had with your brother as well, like, there was just so many moments for you to shine. I mean, did you have any favorites among them?
It's really hard to choose. I mean, then you all the stuff with Freya, and I have a little bit of a interesting relationship with my own brother. We've really grown over the years, and so I just felt like my life has mirrored Freya in some ways that have been really divine, you know? And so as I've healed as a person, I was able to sort of go through the process with her, messy, hard on my sleeve, and then empowered, and I loved earning it. I didn't want it to be easy.
Yeah.
And they didn't write it easy, by the way.
No, that was absolutely incredible. And I mean, like, I think everyone just wants to know, you know, where does Freya go from here as well? Like,
well, she's now the Queen of the Valkyries once more. I'm sure there'll be some repair. I love that they see to it together in the end, you know, this unlikely pair when Freya and Kratos, you know, become almost like best of friends in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I know people are shipping them really hard. I'm shipping them too.
Are you? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
why not? He's got a very sexy beard.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sexy beards in that game, you know.
I mean,
give them their flowers.
I'm surrounded by sexy beards. But we'll see. We'll see where she goes. She has herself now. She has her purpose back. And, you know, sky's the limit, as a Valkyrie would say.
Oh my gosh, yes, indeed. How are we doing? Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm done, yeah. I'm ready
You're very fast.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Would you like to show if you're done? Yeah.
All right, well, this is the standard everyone has to aim for and beat.
Yeah!
So here you go.
Are those the dead people on his wings?
Yeah,
Yes.
that one's been stabbed in the head.
That's too good.
That one's been poisoned. That one's been bludgeoned. Dismembered.
The details
It just
insane,
doesn't seem
okay?
very aerodynamic to
What?
me. Like, there you go.
And he's sneezing fire.
Growl.
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 So there
You
you go.
didn't. You just drew that. You
I prepped
frickin'
backstage.
liar.
I read it backstage.
Ian's very talented, yes. He likes to play it down, but how are we doing over there?
Me?
Can we see? Can we see?
Yeah. Well, I did a dragon queen. Just to, you know, I didn't know what I was drawing. I really
Oh
didn't.
my.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
he's got
yes.
beautiful eyes.
Oh, I love her. She's got a...
I feel very exposed.
I feel
very
like this
exposed.
is genuinely
you
like
know,
an
having
album
to
cover.
draw in front of people. It's like,
And a magnificent crowd.
it's like kind of like, hey,
I'm so sorry.
can you make up some poetry like right now?
True.
I wandered lonely Only as a clout. No, I can't at all. I'm so sorry. Someone made me do this, I promise. Alistair, let's have a look. You know, you're
So,
doing really well, to be fair.
This is the moment. Unfortunately, he just disappeared behind a cloud. And so that, if I just
like
been
it.
a
Just the
moment
tail.
earlier,
You missed it. It was really awesome.
more.
Alistair, just the tip.
That is so good. And finally,
Oh, I don't even want to show mine.
it's really good.
No, it's got some Bowser vibes.
Yeah.
Look, I gave up.
good.
Like,
Help him.
I had to start.
Help him, Danielle. He's
Oh wow.
Yep.
There you go.
I mean, I like the perspective. What is this? Was this a first effort? I can see the corpses, tiny little stick people on the way.
It's a little Picasso,
Abstract.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got some Picasso vibes.
Incredible.
Yeah, you know, I just try to add my own style in it.
and he's being tracked by an F-16.
Exactly.
All right, everyone, if you'd like to vote for your favorite, is it Sonny?
Yeah.
Don't even. No, I don't want to hear it.
Is it Ryan?
Oh.
Is it Alistair?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have such good taste.
Wait a minute, the tail over this masterpiece?
Is it Ian?
Tumbleweed.
Oh,
That one.
that one is great.
I'm quitting while I'm
See-
ahead.
It just goes to show you, it's all in the execution. It's not in the artistic endeavor, you know.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah.
Have we got time for one?
We've
one
got
more?
maybe time for one more, and then we'll open it
Oh,
up to
20
audience
more,
questions.
please.
Oh, come on.
20 more. Just 20 more.
Just one more. I know you
He's
can't wait.
really loving this.
I became an actor because I like talking. I didn't become an actor because I was a good artist.
Listen, art takes all forms. Ian, give him a last one.
Okay, well, the last one is the Kraken, the
Yes.
multi-legged
Yes.
tentacled sea beast
There we go. See?
Flash of the
Something a bit
Titans,
different.
baby.
rising from the waves.
Okay, Ryan, so you don't have to talk as much. I will direct this question at you, but actually it's for everyone. You know, I've mentioned before about how this game was incredible because it gave all of their cast time to shine. Were there any particular moments or story arcs, apart from your own character, that you really enjoyed?
That's rough. I mean, more than anything, I was just impressed by, by the level of complexity that all of the stories have been brought to. I mean, I'm back in the day, I was of the, the '70s generation. So, I grew up with Pong and that, and to be a part of really an all-star cast and an all-star crew and creators who are essentially, blazing new trails in narrative and storytelling, is to be a part of that. I just kind of sat back for the entire thing and was just in awe. So that's where I was.
I would agree with that, and I would say that first scene with Thor and Odin, it so had that Quentin Tarantino vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like the tension was there. Like, oh my God, they should not be sitting at a table together. They should be annihilating each other, and you could feel it on the inside. But it was almost like a battle of wits. And your famous line, "A reasonable man," right?
Yeah.
I just was like, holy hell, like this, like we are at the level of
Special.
excellence. Yeah, and of course, I've worked with Sonny and Alistair all these years since 2014, and I'm always amazed at the work that they're doing, but it was really special. I'm also a Walking Dead fan, and so it was really cool to have Beta on our team. It was really awesome to have Ryan step in as Thor and Richard Schiff as Odin. Yeah, so I would say it's just been, and everyone cared so much. There was this reverence every time we'd step on the stage to elevate one another and do service to the characters.
I actually really love where they went with Odin. He was almost like a mob boss. Like he had the coat over his shoulders, and he just had just a kind of swagger, I guess you wouldn't
Total
have
swagger.
expected from that character. I love it.
It was like Christopher Waltz in Inglourious Bastards. Like
Yes.
you knew he was a bastard, but you wanted to have a glass of wine with him, and you were like, "What's wrong with me that I want to be in the presence of this evil gentleman?" It's kind of what was going on.
Totally
What was
disarming.
very funny was while we were still filming, they came up to me, and they'd just written part of that scene, and they were going to drop it at one of the Comic-Cons. And they were so secretive. They were like, we need to tell you something. And I was like, we just need for you to record this one saying. And I was like, okay, like what, like, and I was expecting this very like intricate, like moving, and they were like, we just need you to say, are you a calm and reasonable person? And I was like, okay. And they're like, it's gonna be great. And I was like, if you say so. And it was.
Yeah.
They were right.
It was fantastic.
Well, I suppose, yeah, as an actor, you're putting so much faith into, you know, into people to make it, because you're kind of going in blind in a lot of ways. Like,
Right.
you really have to trust that it's going to turn out well in the end. But I think you know by now it absolutely did. Alistair, was there any particular moments not involving Mimir in the final game that you really enjoyed? Any particular character moments?
I loved everything that happened that we did on the motion capture stage. It was like I was constantly surprised by everybody, particularly by Sonny over the years as he grew up, because he'd leave at the end of one session and he'd come back at the end of the beginning of the next one, and he was an inch taller, and it was. And his voice was deeper. It was insane. We actually saw him grow up before our eyes. But no, the performances were just wonderful. It was wonderful to be on that stage and actually be working with people who were doing such fantastic work in that environment. So I loved it.
Is it a bit daunting to begin with? Like, because obviously as an actor you don't have your usual props. You know, you're going into a blank space. You don't have costumes. You don't have anything to react off of. I mean, obviously, you went through it in the first game, so you knew what to expect. But initially, were you surprised by the results? Like, were you worried in a way?
I started doing motion capture in games where I was very much a tertiary character, so I got the chance to actually get to know it. You know, when there were still stick figures up on the walls on the monitors, but yeah. The wonderful thing is when you see people acting, you see what people are doing on the stage, and it actually translates to the screen. I've been in a lot of things where I thought, this is fantastic, this is great, and nobody watches it because for some reason it doesn't work. So when you do something, you go, this is fantastic, this is great, and then people love it. It's like, yes, everything clicks, when everything comes together, it is such a joy.
Oh man, it was such a pleasure to play. I can't even tell you. I mean, well, you know how great it is by now, I'm sure. But let us show off our final masterpieces.
Oh, still working.
We need to release the Kraken.
Stop.
Okay, here you go. Well, here's my Kraken. He's kind of like half Kraken, half rubber duck.
You know, the attention to the beak here, I really appreciate. It's kind of like it's giving squid, but then also octopus as well.
Yeah, and he's kind of screaming. He's out of the water.
That's exactly what they sound like. Yep, absolutely. And oh my gosh, all right.
This is my redemption round.
I love this interpretation. If you're done, Alistair.
Oh, I'm so done. I'm so
You're so done.
completely done.
Let's have a wee joke then.
This is an original Alistair Duncan.
Oh, nice.
Listen, yeah. If you wanna come up.
It's negotiable if you just come up and make offers afterwards.
Grab yourself some
Signed.
gaming history right there. Beautiful.
I'm going to put it down, it's embarrassing.
And you're still going?
Yeah, so I just decided to humanize him a little bit, you know, because a Kraken can't really be a Kraken without having, you know, some swag, some like.
Oh my
he's
God.
got a Supreme hat. And the Kraken, nobody ever talks about the Kraken's ears.
It's true.
You know, but I'm sure that they've got to be there somewhere.
I love it. It's
So
a
I
little bit
decided to put the ears.
Lovecraftian.
Yeah.
Apart from the Supreme, of course. You know, Lovecraft never really
Love the hat.
wasn't
It's
much
great,
of
yeah.
a hype beast. Yeah, amazing. Danielle, you would keep going all day if we didn't stop you, wouldn't you?
Well, I was taking a page out of the Alistair Duncan playbook, and I decided to do just the tail.
Yes.
It's a Little Mermaid-y
Yeah.
for the Kraken, but it's the mystery. It's the iceberg theory. What's underneath the water? That's up for you.
That is the real mystery. Yeah.
Suggestive art.
Like the ocean, that's very deep.
So deep.
Thank you.
So deep.
Thanks for that pun.
Sunny, let's have a look.
Hopefully this is better than my last one.
Sonny nailed it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, who is she? She's kind of intriguing. I
Boom
like it.
shakalaka.
I like that she's a she.
I know.
You see.
Isn't she? She's giving. She's giving. Like,
She's giving.
I think it's the
She's
monk.
slaying.
I'm not sure. All right, for the final time, Sunny,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Danielle,
One person clap. Just one. Thank you.
Ryan,
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
He will come down and he will.
and Alistair. Woo! All right. Well, I think the winner is everyone in the room today.
Yeah.
And with that, well, we have just under 8 minutes left, so there are 2 microphones here. I'm sorry we didn't leave a lot of time for questions, but if you would like, I'm sorry.
Quick questions.
I just saw a kitty. Please.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Eddie. Yes. First of all, thank you so much for all of your performances across the last game and this game. We really appreciate it. It's been fantastic. But my question is for Freya. In God of War 2018, towards the end, we saw that fantastic monologue that you gave, every agony, everything. It was so powerful, and at the end of it, I was in tears. And I was thinking about the next game just before I started it. How are we going to continue from that point? And then you open up with one of the biggest cries for Kratos. Would you give us a cry here today for Kratos so we can hear you wherever he is?
Is that something that you want?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
From the gut.
Bravo.
That was beautiful.
That was very powerful.
Incredible. Should we go this side next?
Hello. Hi. I'm Abby. Hello. First and foremost, I want to repeat what Eddie said and just thank you for your amazing performances. And it's really nice you guys are so interactive with the communities and just so lovely, so thank you. Apologies, Ryan, this is kind of mostly aimed at the 2018 cast. Obviously, when it was announced that Cory Barlog wasn't the main director for Ragnarok, there was quite a lot of talk about that because Cory was so beloved with you guys, the fandom. And I know that Chris Judge mentioned that he almost walked off the project because Cory wasn't part of it until Eric Williams, Cory told him that Eric was really worth the time. Did you guys have that moment where you were almost a bit doubtful of not having Cory directing you for the second game?
No.
I will say for me at first I was, because Cory sort of shepherded this new era in the franchise, and I knew Eric had been there for a long time, but I'd never worked with him. So there was that sort of the captain of our ship is gone. I hope we're not rudderless on the deep, dark sea of Ragnarok. But the second that Eric stepped in, his calm, he's so specific and so simple with his way. I felt like we were all navigating a huge storm within the realm and within the story, and he always was a compass. He was like a lighthouse. So at first I was nervous, and then shortly thereafter I was very calmed by him.
Amazing. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Loki. And first off, the irony. First off, I just want to say you guys are all fantastic. I love the new God of War, the last 2. Love the olders, but this recent generation of it's been fantastic. And just a general question to you all: outside of your own characters, who is your favorite?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's not fair.
For me, it's him. Legit, from the get-go.
For me, it's Ratatoskr. I love that little wily squirrel. He's a British gentleman, isn't he? I love him.
Yeah.
I'd probably say Kratos.
Daddy. Brock and Sindri.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, they're the best.
what a great double act.
I like that they come in a pair as well. It's important to put them together.
Now just Sindri. Well, there you go.
Sadness. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Emily, and thank you guys so much for coming down here for all of us. This question is about Ragnarok. So there's one scene where Kratos and Freya go see the Norns, and they ride this little like water horse kelpie thing. Did they bring a horse to the set?
I wish. That
They
Kelpie's-
did not. No, they did not.
No, but I did get on Alistair's back, sort of piggyback ride him as if he was a Kelpie.
Yeah, yeah. It was fun.
He started neighing all around. It was fantastic.
I mean, yeah, if they used a cardboard box for a dog, I suppose it was a bigger cardboard
You
box.
know, if they
for
brought a horse, then I probably would have drawn the horse a little bit better from before.
Amazing. Thank you. Yourself. Hi.
Hi. I just want to say, you guys are amazing. I know you guys keep hearing it, but it's true. Everyone here can agree with that. I wanted to ask all of you, with the new God of War adaptation that got announced, how do you guys feel about that? Would you like to be a part of it, at least?
Would we like to be a part of the TV show?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
See, I think that'd be a yes.
It's always
No,
a yes.
I hate it. Hate it.
Couldn't drag me to do it.
And you already kind of look like your characters, so, you know, you've got a head start there for sure.
And we've all been in television and film, come to think of it.
Isn't that got a head start.
We would love it.
Yes, yes, I would definitely love it. But I think it's for the adaptations for the first one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, we'll see what happens.
I hope you guys get into it.
I mean, the characters morphed after practically a few of our faces, so, you know, I think we have a pretty good shot.
It's hopeful. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Molly. I just want to say I'm a huge fan. I'm pretty sure everyone else in the room will say the same thing. But this is more or less, was a question for all of you. What was your favorite line in the game?
Favorite line in the game? That each of us said, or just of any character?
Any character.
Am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
This is a fuck up of not insignificant proportions.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, right.
I'd probably say at least one of my favorite lines in the game are, wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything.
I mean, I love the one about the axe is also my favorite.
Yeah.
Mine is one that leads into the next, which is, you have no hold on me anymore. Bow to your queen!
And they did.
Thank you.
I'd probably have to go, this is just like a greedy choice, but they had me, you know, when Thor pukes, and I had so much fun recording that, because while we were recording, I was watching the people behind the camera actually going, okay, can he stop? So it was just, I guess the quote from it would just be, oh wait, I love this. Yes, yes.
I'm feeling sick now.
Yes.
Incredible. Over here.
Oh, I've got like the mic's talking.
Can you help him with the microphone? Help our friend. Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you, Spidey.
I just want to start by saying you're such a huge inspiration, because I'm studying performing arts in my university, and I've just finished the first year. And I went over from health and social care into it. And when I was playing God of War 2018, it was just such a huge inspiration, because I really want to like go into voice acting and whatnot. I just finished an amateur theatre show, one-man show. It was such an amazing thing, and I just want to thank you for inspiring me to like go on to that and finding my passion in it. But my question is, if you could play a character from any other game, what character would it be?
Wonder Woman. Period.
Hubert.
Hubert, he's the best.
Man, I'm going old school. It's an old 70s. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good one.
Alistair?
Asteroid. I'd just be an asteroid.
We're old.
Yeah.
Probably like not right now, but maybe like sometime in the future, maybe like, I don't know, Batman or something.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I just got chills. I'm hoping like 20 years from now that they go, remember when you were at MCM Comic-Con and you said, very good.
I'm just throwing it out there, manifesting it right now.
It. That's my boy.
Amazing. Well, we're overrunning, so I don't want to keep the cast too long, but I would love to ask you to give your question.
Thank you. I have one single, very simple question for Boy. And that's basically, how many times did Kratos call you Boy on the set?
More than I can count. But I don't mind it though, because if it's coming from Chris, you know, wish you were here to say it, but you know what? I wish there were more boys in this game for Ragnarok, but you know, I'm kind of growing into not so much as a boy anymore.
Do people do that to you a lot?
Yeah, sometimes I'll be walking down the street and someone will scream my name, Boy.
I love it.
But yeah, you know, I don't mind the nickname.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Are we okay for a few more? Is that all right, or are we? Sure. I don't know how.
We're very tight for time. We've got the cosplay competition coming up next.
Gotcha.
All right
so
then.
Are we going to wrap it up there? Okay. I'm so sorry to everyone who didn't get their question. We shouldn't. We spent too much time drawing and not enough time.
Come and ask us in person.
Yes.
Come to the table, Beetlejuice.
Yes. Thank you all so much for joining us today, but most of all, thank you to the amazing cast of God of War Ragnarok. I mean, I think you all know how much we appreciate your performances, and yeah, we'll see you all very soon. Thank you.
Thank you
all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
MCM, make some noise for our voice talents from God of War, and of course, our talent from Eurogamer. Make some noise! Get together. Do we want a quick stage selfie? Come on.